Good afternoon, everyone. It's Alison Sullivan with Stamp Crazy with Alison. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in New Westminster, British Columbia. Welcome to my regular live at 3 o'clock Pacific time on a Wednesday. So let me just make sure that I'm actually broadcasting. I see that I'm on YouTube, so that's always good. I've got something going on with my network. It's throwing me off a lot of sites. So I just want to make sure that I'm actually. Oh, good. I got sound. Listen, this is good. You got sound. You got visual. It's all good. Just gonna put this on my other monitor so I can see the comments as they come. And hopefully, there we go. Hi, Heather. How are you? Hi, Keisha. How are ya? I've had a day, I tell ya. Hi, Diane. Hi, guys. I'm so glad to see ya. How one of those days, where like one thing goes wrong and then 10 things go wrong. Anyway, and then all of a sudden my internet kept kicking me off. So fingers crossed that I hang in there with you guys today for my whole life. Okay. Hi, Mo. How are ya? Okay. So we're going to get started in a minute. Let me show you what we're going to work with. I was supposed to have a blog post ready today for 3 o'clock, which I didn't know until 2:30. So I was scrambling trying to get it all ready. So I'm going to show you the card that's on my blog today. And then I'll take some better pictures and kind of improve my blog post by adding this. So hi, Ellie. How are ya? Okay, you guys. I'm so excited. Let's get started. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to show you the stamp set that we're using. So we're using Beautiful Balloons, which is a suite in the annual catalog. And this was the suite that the All-Star Video tutorial group chose as the August tutorial. So here's what it looks like. This is our Bright and Beautiful All-Star Video class tutorial. So I told you about this last month, and I joined a group of demonstrators from around the world, really. And we each do a video tutorial and make a card using the bundle or the suite that we've chosen. So in August, anybody who makes a purchase from me in my store or just sends me an order of $50 or more is going to get this tutorial sent to them for free. If you would rather not make a purchase from me, you don't have to. You can just buy the tutorial for $19.50 Canadian, and all the links are going to be, you'll see the links for this. I'll put it in the afterwards. I don't know what is going on with this. Hi, Jacqueline. How are you? I'm telling you, my internet is goofy today. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do with today. So I'm going to make a card that will be on my blog. Okay. Let's start. I've got I hope you guys have been redeeming your bonus points, your bonus coupons you earned in July. You can start using them. And also there is a kit collection sale on, and some of the prices are really good. There's one really cute kit called Kerchief, and it's on for $12. Like, it's a steal. So go grab some of those in my store. Okay. So I've just started with basic white. Now I'm using the thicker version of this because I'm going to be putting quite a few things on here, and I want it to be able to sort of stand the weight of it. Then I've got a piece of our watercolor paper. Okay. And I have cut this. Let's get the measurements. I think it's 3 3/4. Let's see here. I was using inches here. 3 3/4, I believe, by 5. Yeah. Okay. And so what I'm going to do is create a little wash on here. And I picked up 2 bright colors. I've picked Tahitian Tide and Parakeet Party. Quite bright. And what I want to do is just grab the water painters. Love these. Have you seen these, you guys? These are really great. Let me show you. So we've got different nibs on here. We've got a really kind of thin one here. And then we've got what I call a medium one. And then we've got this really nice wide one, which I really like. I love this one. So I'm going to take my ink pad, I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to take my re-inker, because I just find that this is gets a little bit darker, and I'm not stealing ink from the top of my pad, which can, have less ink than I want when I go to stamp something. So I'm going to do that. And then I am going to grab, what did I grab? This is water. Hopefully it's not alcohol. I've just got a spritzer. I'm just going to add some water. Now you could, because this is watercolor paper, you could actually spritz the paper, but I don't need that much water in it. So I just want it to be a nice, so I can just wash across. Okay, that's all I'm trying to do. Let's just add some color, and I'm not caring if it's equal or even or perfect. Okay, just doing this. Okay, so I thought that kind of looked like grass. That was what I was kind of going for. Okay, and then I'm going to grab my Tahitian Tide. Now, normally I would go and maybe just rinse out my brush to get that excess ink out of it, but I don't have time to do that. I don't want to leave you. So I'm just going to clean it on like a baby wipe here. And so I can put it in the darker color next. Okay, so now we got Tahitian Tide. And I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm just going to add a little bit of ink to the lid. Don't you love it that you can use that as a little palette? Love that. And just add some water, and then I can pick it up. There we go. And if you don't think there's enough water, you can always add it, because you're using watercolor paper. It can sustain tons and tons of water. You're not going to pill it or wreck it. So when I originally did this, I don't think I had it quite as dark, my original card. But I was sort of going for that look of sky. I was thinking sky and grass. I'm not quite sure I achieved it, but that's sort of where this started. I was thinking of balloons floating in the sky. So this is all you have to do is just, and of course, because it's watercolor paper, I can just go over this and over this and over this and make it lighter and lighter and lighter. Okay, so that's what you're going for. Just a nice little wash. I'm going to just set that aside. Put my lid on my water painter here. Okay, and that I do like to have this dry a little bit because I'm going to be stamping on it. So through the magic of television, I've got my one that I did earlier. Okay, I'm just going to use that one so I don't have to worry about water making my inks bleed. Okay, now let's grab a piece of basic white and let's grab some of these balloons. So I've got this nice big one here, and I've got the medium, and then I've got this little teeny one. Okay, so let's just start stamping with those. So I'm going to use the Tahitian Tide with, it's quite bubbly, isn't it? If you ever find this where you think, oh, that's a little bit too bubbly for me, I'm just going to do it on scrap paper. It's not bad, but if that happens, just take a bone folder and just drag it along the ink. Don't cut your pad. I had people do that at a workshop once. It was kind of sad. But just sort of smooths out your ink and makes it less bubbly. Okay, so I'm going to just stamp my balloon. There we go. And I think I'm going to do a little balloon. These all have dies that are going to cut them out. So we don't even have to fussy cut these, which I really like. And then we've got that parakeet party. And I'm going to use the medium one for that. Go. And let's do another medium in Lemon Lolly. Anybody saying that? I've used my coupons. I got a few pre-orders. I know. I used all my coupons. It's windy over here. That's weird, isn't it? There's something weird going on in my house. Keisha. I don't know. Twice it told me I couldn't get on the website a few minutes ago. I was just checking something. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So that's the lemon lolly. I just hope I'm probably talking so fast because I rushed in because I was at the hairdresser. I breezed in like 100 miles an hour. And I also found out I was supposed to get a blog post up at 3 o'clock. Ooh, didn't know that. So I had to rush and use sort of pictures I didn't want to use. And then my internet was going out 2 minutes before I was supposed to come live. And I thought, oh my gosh, it doesn't rain, it pours, right? Okay. So like I said, we've got our coordinating dies here. So I'm just going to put this guy on. Go. And I've got a green one. Okay. And I got a baby one. Actually, I won't do the green one now. I'll do a yellow one, and then I can do that little guy at the same time. Okay. So you know I have to use my tape. I think I was telling you guys that my eyesight's been getting worse. Well, the good news is I'm not crazy. And the good news is I can get my cataract surgery, which I know most people would think, ooh, that's terrible. But I'm actually quite excited because I can't see very well. And so I will be most grateful. My sister had it done, and she says it's fantastic because now she can see and she can drive at night, and she got the lenses that allow her to not need her glasses all the time. So I'm pretty excited. It's kind of funny to be excited about surgery. Anybody else got anything to say? No. Okay. So we've got our mini here. And let's grab our plates. Remember, we're using 3 and 2. And put those on. Let's grab that. Make that. There we go. And I'm just going to cut that like that. So we can cut all 3 of those. I wanted to have a whole bunch of balloons. Come on. This is helps if that was lined up. Gotta line up your plates. It's not gonna like it. Okay. Here we go. Love that. Look at that. Don't you love it? Oh, I love not having to fussy cut anything. Yay. Yay. And since I've got my die cutting machine out, I want to show you these. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and cut all of these because I cut them earlier. So I'm just going to bring in some. There we go. So we can use those. Now, this piece is so fun. This is one of the dies. Let me grab it here. Look at this. Looks like a little, I don't know what that looks like a little accordion thing. But anyway, we're going to take a piece of balmy blue. That's what I've got. And I'm just going to lay it down kind of in the middle here. And again, I'm going to take that mostly because my plate is a little warped as they get, as we know, right? So let's run that through and you're going to see what's going to happen. This is so fun. One of the cards, or maybe more of the cards, but one of them for sure uses this die a lot, and it's really fun. The one in the tutorial that I was talking about. Okay, so we've got this. Now you can see it's sort of separated. Does that make sense? Like it's split. Like you could actually thread something through there. That would be kind of cool if you were a weaver, if you wanted to weave it. But I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to trim off the edge. So that becomes like a free-flowing little fringe. See that? Isn't that fun? Love that. Okay, so we're going to just set this aside for a sec. We don't really need that right now. And yep, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, let's bring in our piece. So here is our little balloons, and here is our piece with our sky and our grass. And then I want to actually stamp some words on here. So I'm going to pick these two, the big one and the medium one. And I'm going to use the Memento ink. And we've got this, I love photopolymer, right? You can see what you're doing. And we've got a happy birthday here, and I'm going to do happy birthday and yay you. So I'm just going to stamp this here, happy birthday, like that, and yay you. Oh, I got to lean over here so I can see what I'm doing. There we go, yay you. Okay, all right, so that's my stamping done. Now I got to figure out where these are going to be. So I'm going to grab this yellow one, and then I want a fuchsia or freesia, and then my little blue baby, and then a yay-you, and then another yellow, and then we're going to put our big one there. So that's all I'm doing is I actually put this together originally, and I was pulling them off and moving them around. So I like to lay it down and figure out where everything's going to go. So it's kind of going to be like that, like a bunch of balloons. Okay. Now, once I've kind of decided where these are going, I want to grab my dimensionals, and all I'm going to do, you guys, is put one on the back. I'm not going to, that way if I have to move them around, I can. So I'm just going to lightly place them where I think I might want them to go. Okay, so now I got a blue freesia, and then I'm not pressing these down so I can move them if I have to. Okay, it's a little bit like that maybe. It looks good. And then I'm going to be putting, I'm not going to take the back off this one quite yet. I'm going to maybe have that one like that. And I'm going to have this one kind of over here, and then this one. So that's kind of what I'm going for. But I want to put some strings here, you know, for like the strings of a balloon. So we do have a stamp that's the balloon. Now this is where we're going to take a deep breath. I'm going to move this and just place that down. That way I can put that on top of our string. And then I think I'm going to have another string kind of here. So let me just figure out where I want that. And then I can put that one down. And then, let's see here. I think I'm going to do another one here. So I can, those are both down. So now we can, that one will be kind of, let's move this one up, I think. It's the beauty of just not pushing it too hard. Let's do yay you. I need a little string for yay you. Okay. Go. And then we've got our big one. Now for the big guy, I'm going to use, remember last week we did the my rooster, and I was like obsessed with my rooster and my wobble. I'm going to put this one on with a wobble. So I just got these on Amazon. They're just like a little spring on the inside, and they're so fun. They're kind of addicting actually. So they got a little backing on them. So we're just going to take that off, this little paper backing. And when you do that, then it's sticky. Ooh, come on up. Who else has come on? Anyone? Hi, Gail. Nice to see you here. Okay, so we've got this on, and then we're going to take the back off of this. And I'm going to put it like that. Look at this, you guys. It wobbles. Isn't that cute? Okay. Might have had him a little crooked, but that's okay. I didn't want to put a string on him. I thought it was a bit complicated. So I'm just taking my white baker's twine, and I'm just making a little knot, little bow here. And we're going to just stick that on there. So let me grab my paper pumpkin glue dots. Love my paper pumpkin glue dots. Love my paper pumpkin glue dots more than I love any other glue dot. I just love these. They're flat and they're so easy to use. Okay, so I've made a little bit of a mess to the point where I've now lost my bow. That's okay. I'll make a new one. And I'll have another bow for another card, I guess. It's funny how, do you ever guys do that where you've got like a little area that you're working in and you lose something? Like, how can I lose something in a 3x3 square? Like, it doesn't even make sense. Okay. Well, there it is. It was right there. Oh, anyway, there we go. I'm a little fried from racing back from the hairdressers. All right, so what I want to do is, remember I did this earlier with our die? I want to put that just along my edge here. But before I do, I kind of want to rough it up. So I'm just going to go along it, flicking it. Now, somebody might have a better idea. Anybody use this die and have a better idea how to get it sort of separated and more fringy? I bet you somebody, I should find a video. I bet somebody's figured this out. Okay, Dina Rico's card on our tutorial this month, she uses these. I should go see what she did. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to run some glue along the edge here. And let's just do this. I just want a little fringe. I don't want a big massive one. I just wanted a little interest on my side there. So once I've got that where I want, I can give that a nice little press. And then I'm just going to trim that off with my scissors. There we go. Oop, there we go. So I just got that little fringe. And then I've got a piece of, I think that's the parakeet. And all I want to do is, okay, so that's, I'm just going to grab, where's our white piece? Here it is. This is our white piece. Okay, and then this piece here, I think I'm just going to have to, I don't really want to trim that down, do I? So let me think. I'm just thinking here. What am I going to do? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to change this piece for this color, the parakeet. So I'm just going to have my actual card base be the parakeet because I need it to be a little bit, or granny apple, I guess. No, parakeet. There we go. Boy, good thing you guys know me and know that most times I'm with it. A little discombobulated. Probably didn't help that we all got up early to put in our orders. Oh. Okay, how's that? There, that's what I'm going for. I wanted something bright. And I'm going to just glue this right down. I'm not going to pop it up because I want it to be firmly on my card front. Well, that worked out. There we go. Got a nice edge on that. And then, of course, you can take a piece of white and stamp something in the inside. Maybe we will. I hadn't planned on doing that, but because we're not using it on the outside, we can use it on the inside. So this is impromptu, you guys. So we've got that 4 inch by 5 1/4. We're going to just put that on the inside. So let's put a balloon, shall we? Yeah. I like the big balloon. I like the big blue balloon. So let's do this, I guess. I'll do it like that. Ooh, that's dark. And where's our little string? And actually, they have a little tassel. I could put that on, but I'll just stick with the, keep it simple. And put our little string on there. There we go. That's kind of nice for the inside, I think. And we'll just stick that inside. That gives us a nice white piece to write on, which my sister Ellie always says is a good idea. Okay. All right, so that's the card. Now the original card, let me grab it. Our original card looked like that. So you can see where I had the green underneath and then I had the white base. But actually, I think I almost prefer the green. I like the bright. Anyway, it's so fun. I'll show you another card. Hello, Lynn. Thank you. Okay, here's another card, you guys, that I made. I think this was going to be my original card for the tutorial, but I changed it. I made a fancier card. But anyway, look at this. These are the fringe. You see, and I've got a double fringe here. Can you see that? And then we've got the stars that come in it. These are these little tassels, which I like. I thought those were cute. And that's one of the sayings. It's got really nice sayings. I think it's time for a celebration. Let's get our celebration on. We've got these little confetti. This is like, what am I trying to, what is those called, you guys? Oh my gosh, when somebody will do it. Somebody will tell me, they'll post what it is. We've got these little stars and confetti that you can also stamp on the bigger images. Love that. Or you can just stamp that and cut it out. That would be fine too. Or stamp that on a piece of cardstock, right? Different color on a different color cardstock and cut it out with the die, right? Okay, so here's my card for today, and then here's just another card made with the same. And Jacqueline, were you able to download your tutorial bundle? I hope so. Hope that my instructions made sense for you. This one here. So this is the August tutorial. So hopefully you're able to download that, Jacqueline, and we're able to start watching some of the great projects. All righty, streamers. Thank you, Jacqueline. Oh my gosh, my brain. All righty. Hi, Kim. Oh yeah, you looking forward to it? Great. We're looking forward to having you. Is that the Hey Chuck? Are you coming to the Hey Chuck one? So fun. What else have you guys got on here? Thank you, Lynn. Thanks, everybody. Okay. Any other questions, you guys? All right. Well, look at this. We're right on time. Anyway, it was a fun card. It's really bright. I really like the brightness of it. Hopefully you can see. I wanted something a little bit happier than kind of dull colors, so I liked it. That was kind of fun. Haven't seen it used much? Well, we've got our fantastic tutorial. It's going to be great. And check out our blog post today. So start at mine, Stamp Crazy with Alison. And it's a blog post of all the All-Stars. So you'll see more ideas. Check it out. Let me have the download. I can't remember the instructions blog that gave me perfect. Okay. Well, we will get you that. If you can't get it downloaded, Jacqueline, just write to me and I'll send it to you. It's no biggie. Okay, you guys. So I'm going to nip over to my blog and fix it up because it was a little rushed. All right, so Wednesday today. I'll see you Sunday. See you Sunday at 10 a.m. It's a long weekend, so I know some of you might not be around, but if you are, please join me. I'd love to see you. Okay, bye for now, you guys.